Hey guys, Rob from Georgia here with you, aka VHS82 apostrophe, and a quick introduction that will serve for each and every one of these 10 segments that will really make up my top 100 personal top 100 films of all time. It is a huge overhaul. It is a revamp. It is a relook at the entire thing. And eventually, at the end of this thing, I am going to do a Letterboxd version of this, which hopefully will make the first Letterboxd one I did years ago look pale in comparison. So really, this is my top 100 personal 100 films, things that have influenced me from the earliest of my days. I was born in 70. Man, the decade of the 80s was, VHS video stores, the drive-in circuit, all of that stuff. And of recent, becoming a collector, 22 shots of Moodz and horror, podcasts, body bags, just all my influences, right? So this is really, this top 100, it is who I am at the moment. Not much of it's going to change, I think. The top 10 will be pretty well locked, I think. But it is who I am. Remember my age, my influences as they are. By decade, 1 or 2 decades, will take up the brunt of this list. You'll see, man. So travel with me as I take this thing on. Take it on. Let's start this thing. All right, let's start this thing. You know, one of the things I'm going to do, man, well, like I said, 10 videos, right? We'll start with number 100, work our way down to 91, on and on and on. I'm always going to put up here, if I can, the top first movie I introduce. And so the first one that enters my top 100 as number 100 from Rob Jebaz, Taiwanese horror, brand new film from 21, The Sadness at 100. Just reviewed this with Glenn, aka BDG Reviews, on our Black and White Nights commentary session. Man, watching this in black and white, it adds a whole new sense of realism. This is my German media book. I'm not going to do this for everything all the time, but man, this is Raven Banner put it out over here. It's on Shudder. I was first introduced to this via Rue Morgue when they did it. Cover piece on it, man. And as soon as it went up for pre-order, I pre-ordered it months in advance. And this movie, man, it is nutty, man. It's worthy of entrance into a top 100, at least for me, at 100. Will it move on up? It may over time. The Sadness, Rob Jebaz. At number 99, a few of these are going to seem a little cheesy to be in a top 100, but you got to remember, man, this next one, number 99, Hell of the Living Dead, Bruno Mattei. I remember renting this as a kid, man, and as a kid, I could overlook all of the flaws and all of the cheese. For me, man, it was just an intriguing jungle adventure of trying to figure out what has unleashed this chemical causing the zombies and all this. This movie is one of those movies that just left its indelible mark on me as a young teenage punk renting stuff out of the video store on VHS. And it cover's still the same, man. It is a fun. Yeah, today, how do I look at it? Not quite the same, but worthy of being in my top 100? Absolutely. Bruno Mattei, Hell of the Living Dead, 99. Number 98, Umberto Lenzi, man. You're going to know I love Italian horror. It means a lot to me. From Lenzi, Ghost House, or La Casa 3. I've got the Scream Factory inside. Another one from as a kid, renting in a VHS store, man. And for the longest time, man, before I really started to get my mind wrapped around what it meant to be a collector and what it meant to really understand and know horror, sadly, I got this and House by the Cemetery confused an awful lot. But there were certain moments in here that I always remembered as a kid that just left its mark, man. The basement scene in the cellar, that white foamy stuff. I think you know what I mean, man. This movie, man, has its moments. Is not near as good overall as Lucio Fulci's House by the Cemetery, but it has its moments. It's fun. Ghost House. Also, I was gonna say the score. Anyways, I don't want to ramble too long. 98. Number 97. Just revisited this the other night. Franco Prosperi's Wild Beasts. And also, I may say, a lot of these I have probably already reviewed on body bags, and so that link will down below. But Wild Beast. I came to know this I think Derek, man, threw this title at me because we were going to do animal horror. I didn't know what to do, and he said, "Have you ever seen this?" I said, "No." This movie is freaking, it is hilarious. The cheetah scene alone, man, is worth watching this movie. But basically, zoo animals, PCP'd up, run amok in a city. What can be better than that? The rat attack at the beginning is enough of itself, man. It is insane. This is some fun stuff. The Wild Beast at number 97. At number 96, another Italian goodie. Cozies, man. Contamination. The opening of this movie is so freaking awesome. Got the New York Harbor sequence again, a la Zombie. Rip off of Aliens. Got the eggs and all that stuff going on. Some, really, really, I was gonna say corny. It's not really corny, but the special effects in here, man. It is Ian McCullough. Is Ian McCullough in here? I think he is. Anyways, I don't want to comment too long. I don't want these videos to be that long. There is 10 to do. But Contamination, man, this is a fun movie if you've never seen it. From number 95, and I'm going to try to make a habit all the way through to revisit every fifth one. So like say 95, then I'll revisit 85, 75, 65, all the way down, however they happen to come up in my list. But from 95, or number 95, from Armando de Osorio, his third entry into the Blind Dead series, it is the Ghost Galleon. Revisited this the other night. This movie's so much fun. I love my island horror. I love my ghost ships. There's not enough of that stuff, man. This movie, the atmosphere, man, on this ship, this old ghost ship, the interdimensionality of things, the professor who doesn't believe in anything religion really, but realizes a cross may just repel these things, and it does, at least momentarily. It's just, great movie, man. It's just fun. Considered the weakest entry of the Blind Dead series. The first two are stellar with argument about which was better, the second or the first. But I love the fourth, man. Seagulls, I really dig that one big time. But Ghost Galleon, man, at number 95, worthy entrance into my top. And Osorio is one of those latter influences on my life, man, as a result of just being involved in all this stuff. 94, this movie's been with me from 01, Stuart Gordon. This one's been with me for much of my life, man, since it first came out. Dagon. And this is the Vestron release. This is the only release as far as I'm concerned, because it has S.T. Joshi, a small interview on there, and he is considered the H.P. Lovecraft historian. The extras in here are just insane, man. I was going to say insane. That's an Argento film. Insane. This is basically a weaving of Dagon and Shadow over Innsmouth, both H.P. Lovecraft stories, basically overlapping each other into one story. And this has always been with me. This movie I have watched a zillion times and just dig it, man. And I'm a huge Lovecraft fan. I love reading Lovecraft. Number 94, Dagon. Number 93, from 1977. A Wiederhorn film with the kid from Flipper. Shockwaves, Peter Cushing goodness here. He, of course, will go on to be Tarkin momentarily right after or just before. Basically, he was an SS commander who helped develop an unbeatable squad of Nazi dead zombies who basically work underwater. And because of a ship that basically has run afoul, a boat has run afoul of some of this stuff off the island shore, this boat will come, sort of supernatural elements in there, but it will come up, they'll crash into it, they'll have to swim to the shore, they'll eventually meet Cushing's character, he'll give them the backdrop, and then suddenly these underwater zombies are unleashed, and it is a fun, it's PG rated, man, for a reason. There is nothing in here, but man, this is some good stuff and a good Peter Cushing film. Number 92, This one goes from 1980. Also goes back to Barbara Peters did this one. Goes back to when I was a kid, renting things on VHS again from the video stores. I would have rented this multiple times. It's always hung with me throughout my life. And of course, it is Humanoids from the Deep, aka Monster. This is a Roger Corman film. And again, this movie, man, this movie left its indelible mark on me as a kid. And also, too, as a kid, man, you know, we have no internet, so Fangoria, Gore Zone, that is our internet. And to find out, you know, the things that are going on. Humanoids from the Deep, number 92. Number 91 is a late, what do you call it? Influence on me. It's something new to me. I thought it needed to find entrance into my top 100, but at the really back end of it. And maybe it should have already been introduced, but for whatever reason, I decided to put it at 91. And that is, of course, from the Coffin Joe trilogy by Jose Marin, if that's how you say it. At Midnight, I'll take your soul from 1964. I'm going to tell you what, man. There are few villains in cinema history who are as diabolical as this guy, man. Coffin Joe. This dude, he does not care about anything or anyone. And man, he is just diabolical, man. He is just evil to the stinking core. And so Coffin Joe, I felt needed to find its way into my top 100, at least at the back end of things. Because, man, one-time watch of the first entry into this guy, man, this guy's at the top of the heap in terms of cinema villains, man, antagonists. It's the first film is something else. All right, man, so that's 100 to 91. That's the first segment that's going to go up. Again, 91, Coffin Joe. 92, Humanoids from the Deep. 93, Shockwaves. 94, Dagon, number 95. Ghost Galleon, number 96. Contamination, 97. Wild Beasts, 98. La Casa 3 or Ghost House. 99. Hell of the Living Dead, Lenzi. And number 100. Maybe the newest movie. The newest movie on my top 100. The Sadness. And if you've seen this, you understand why I felt like I had to put it in there. This movie may find itself rising up throughout my top 100. We'll see over the years. But for now, I just put it at 100. Yeah. So, my top 100 has officially begun. What do you think? First 10. Drop a comment. If you've never subbed to me, please sub. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. Do all that wonderful stuff that we rarely ever talk about. I don't talk about, but I would appreciate it. And we'll continue onward this journey to the very end of what ultimately will be my top 100 VHS 82 apostrophe. Rob from Georgia. We always end these things with Go Bills.
This is not a dream.